test out the Stay All Night setting spray against the All Nighter setting spray to see if we have like an official dupe. I am going to test this out for 16 hours and I'm going to be doing check-ins every 3 to 4 hours. Hi guys, welcome to Emmarie Lane, where my goal is to save you money and time by battling similar beauty products and methods to see which one's best for you. Oh, and remind you that you are enough. Okay, e.l.f. just launched this brand new setting spray called the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. And I'm like, that sounds familiar. Kind of sounds like the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. So I thought it'd be fun to compare the two and see if this is an official dupe. Because that's what it sounds like e.l.f. is trying to do. Let's compare the two real quick. So the description on e.l.f.'s website says, lock down your look from AM to PM with this light wear makeup setting spray for all skin types. It's infused with aloe vera and it's supposed to help your makeup last for up to 16 hours. The Urban Decay All Nighter is supposed to also help your makeup last for up to 16 hours. One of the big claims is it's supposed to help your makeup not settle into lines, which the e.l.f. one doesn't say anything about that, so we'll see. And it also has one of the main ingredients as aloe vera. I don't know if that's just like a coincidence or what. So I've actually never tried the all-nighter setting spray, so I'm gonna be able to give an unbiased review and really see if this is a dupe. So I kind of want to see like if they smell similar or mist-wise if they're similar. Very fine mist. Smells good. Smells like aloe. Oh, as I'm shaking this, it's kind of getting everywhere. Okay. That's fine. Let's try this one. Oof. And it also has a very fine mist, but it's also drippy. What does it smell like? Oof. I think it just kind of smells like normal setting spray smell. Okay, so I'm going to be dividing my face in half. I'm going to hold up a piece of paper to one side of my face, spray one side. You get it. Get these little baby hairs out of the way for a sec. I'm going to do Urban Decay on the right, and we'll do the e.l.f. on the left. Hold this in front of my face. Let this dry. Now the other side. Kind of sprays weird. Feels like it's kind of like off. Like it's not centered. I don't know how to describe it exactly. And it's definitely a little bit more wet. Like it's not quite as fine of a mist. The mist is still fine, it's just not as fine as the Urban Decay one. Okay, so I purposely used a foundation that I know that if I don't like set it or wear like a mattifying primer underneath, I will get a little bit oily and things will start to separate just a little bit. I wanted to see if both setting sprays could kind of like help things along and what one looks like to the other. I did use a setting powder underneath my eyes, but that is it. I do have a primer on. It's the Maybelline Master Precise Primer Plus Base. This is more of a smoothing primer than anything else. I'm like really trying to rely on the setting sprays to see how much power they have. I am going to test this out for 16 hours and I'm going to be doing check-ins every 3 to 4 hours to see how things are progressing. I'm going to work out this evening. I will probably go outside for a little while to see what will happen. It's really hot today. It's like in the 90s. Do normal stuff, run around the house, clean, work, all that stuff. See how things go. I've seen so many tweets from people like the all-nighter setting spray got me through my breakup where I bawled my eyes out. It got me through my really tough workout. It got me through all of these things and it was like, I need to know how far both of these can go. I'll also do a couple check-ins outside to make sure you see it in natural lighting and every little thing. It is 10:41 right now. So here's what they both look like after they're done drying, fresh. And I think that's it for this part. I will see you at my first check-in. Okay, it's been about 3 hours. I was gonna go get the mail and so I thought I would do a little check-in and I think everything looks about the same. I can't really tell a difference at all actually. I mean it's only been 3 hours so. Oh, look how pretty these are. Sorry, that was random but they're so cute. Anyway, yeah, everything feels great. Everything looks great. There's no peeling. There's no like separating. It just looks the same. We're good so far. Okay, it's been about 4 hours I think since the last check-in and I'm making dinner. I'm just starting to chop up the stuff to make some Cobb salad. But guys, everything looks so good on both sides. I'm wearing foundation. I don't know if I mentioned this at all, but I'm wearing foundation that is definitely more dewy. I know I mentioned I'm wearing foundation that can like kind of separate, but I don't remember if I said it was more dewy. And so I am looking tiny bit more shiny, like no separation. Everything looks basically the same. No patchiness, no redness, no settling into lines, which can be an issue for me. Did I mention that it was almost 100 degrees for most of the day? And I was ridiculously hot because that's hot. So I'm super excited. Okay, so I'm just chilling with this guy. Oh, he looks so tired. You tired? And I thought I would do a check-in. It's been another 3 hours. I'm about to work out. So this is how we're looking. We're looking great. We're looking the same. What is this? I will be really curious to see what happens after I work out. I probably won't work out for another like 45 minutes, but I wanted to film. Maybe without shadows. There we go. Well, I was thinking about it. Do we see this? Ah. What is this? Ah. Okay, I'm finished with my workout. It's a little bit later than I thought I would work out. I think I said I would do it soon at like 9 o'clock and it's 11:50. I did a lot of sweating, which is really gross, I know, but I have some updates. Everything for the most part looks okay. This guy right here, this little zit, I don't know if you can see very well, it's starting to dry out. Besides the amount of sweat, which the setting spray can't help if I sweat. Besides the amount of sweat, everything looks really good. I might like try to powder my forehead a little bit to see if I can kind of like help like minimize what the sweat did moisture wise to see what'll happen, but I'm like really excited. Okay, so hi, it's the next day, kind of. I mean, I finished at almost 3 a.m. and I couldn't exactly like film and be really loud at almost 3 a.m. But here's the exact time I went to sit down and show you how it looked at the end of the 16 hours. I did do a lot of good close-ups on my camera and also on my phone so you can see everything. You might not want to see everything, I don't know. I also took notes. So at about 2:15, so over 15 hours in, and after my workout, I started noticing the bronzer on both sides really starting to get patchy and splotchy. That's probably like the dry sweat. Oh, it sounds so gross. Really settling in. But I would like to say that bronzer that I used normally lasts about 6 hours before it starts to like fade. So the fact that it lasts that long is kind of a miracle. By the end of the 16 hours, I could like swipe down my nose. It looked like my makeup was kind of done. But that was at the end of 16 hours. From what I can tell from the footage and looking really close in a mirror, there was like little to no difference to either side, which is kind of mind-blowing. And when I was washing my face with my little like makeup eraser cloth, like the microfiber cloth, you know what I'm talking about. That is the most foundation I've ever had come off of the cloth. Unless I like super prep, I use like the sticky primer, the really long lasting foundation and concealer, the super intense setting powder, and then a setting spray, and it takes me like a million years to do. Unless I do all that, most of the time my foundation is mostly just faded by the end of the day, and that was literally the most foundation I've ever seen come off my face, except for when I do like the million hours of prep to make sure my makeup lasts all day kind of routine. I will say on the e.l.f. side, the sprayer is kind of a little bit messed up, and it might just be my bottle, but it does leak a little bit when you shake it. I also will say, normally after I put on my setting spray, I will let it dry like 80% of the way, and then I'll take a blending sponge and just kind of like tap everything in to make sure it's all really set in. That's what I did on both sides. It's probably more necessary on the e.l.f. side versus the Urban Decay side, just because it does make your face a little bit more wet. That's really the only huge difference, I would say. This stuff is bomb. Like, it's amazing. This stuff's great, but like, now that I know that this is like that good, I don't know if I will ever buy this again. Will I definitely use this? Yes. Because it's a lot of money for setting spray. If you want to see a comparison of the e.l.f. Camo Concealer versus the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, you can click this video right here. I love you guys so much, and don't ever forget that you are enough. Bye! Mwah!